See, I be having great intentions, like super duper intentions, and I said I was gonna do a story time. Um, a story time with a story time with some of these subjects, right? So let me see if I can find one real quick. Whoa. Story time, story time, story time. It's 49 comments on here. Okay, I did that one. Okay, here's a great story time, and I will do that as I'm driving. What are some of the things you consider as bad financial mistakes, or what advice do you have for young adults in building wealth early? Is there anything you would have done differently yourself? I like that one, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me go load up my truck, y'all, and get this one started. Now, I probably have to revisit and forget what I just said, but this one I'm gonna do my story time on. I love y'all.
Baby, I don't care what them people say, and I give you. Okay, y'all, I did say I was going to do this story time. So someone asked a question about finances. Let's story time about finances. What did I do to have good finances? Did I ever make any mistakes? Of course I did when it comes to finances. And what advice would I give young people? I eat the D. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. So, I used to be a finance person. And, you know, I was always taught that not the need of money was the root of all evil, but the greed, right? So, I never had a greed, but I've always knew that I needed and wanted to keep moolah. You understand what I'm saying? Whatsoever. So
at the next stop sign,
it's a whole bunch of it's just so many different times now are different. There's a lot of things that I did back then that were important that are now not important. There are things that I've just recently learned in my finance world, in my world, to help me have financial stability. It's just a lot of different things. Back in the day, what I did for my children to give them a head start, all four of them, I started them off with a credit card early. I think they were like 14, 15. First, I started them with a bank account at like 12, right? Not really understanding the concept
at the stop sign,
and things like that. I really didn't understand the concept of credit, or I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing it and trying to teach them some responsibility, right? So I started my bank account. After the bank account came the credit card, and they were able to use it, but I was responsible for paying for it for up until a certain age. And then after a certain age, I gave them their card and told them, hey, this is what this is. Y'all, this car zoomed past me, behind me, around me, and did all this, and we just ended up at the same stop sign 5 minutes later. Yeet the D. So once I gave them the option to keep their credit card once they got to a certain age and continue to build on it. So that's how they ended up with good credit when I didn't even know credit would be important. I was a cash person. Money, you know, you need cash for this, you need cash for that, and savings for a rainy day. And I always, another tip that I tell people, and I say people like I done taught some finance classes or something. No, I was teaching my children and learning as I went on myself, as I was teaching them. But I believe your savings should be at least 1 year's worth of salary. Somebody might say, now what, that's a lot, depending on what you make, or, you know, or that might be hard to do. It's easy to do. You got to make some sacrifices when you trying to build and be financially stable. Because in the event, y'all, Like, if they don't cut this tree down, I ain't even realized the water, the rain must have... Oh, the yard is cute. If Bianca don't go wash this vehicle. It rained up here? Oh, yeah, it didn't rain where I was at. So, let me tell you a question. Let me finish this before I run in here with these crazies. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so saving is important. And I say a year's worth of saving, and that may sound hard or like a lot. Or with the camera. But it's really not once you... It takes a lot of discipline. And I say that because one time, y'all, I got hurt. What did I have to have surgery on? My foot. Right? And on my laying there, I promise y'all, they be looking like my makeup ain't right. So I had surgery on my foot, right? So when I had the surgery, first they said, okay, you'll be off work 2 weeks. Okay, I'm like, okay. I don't need to sign up for no FMLA, small medical leave, none of that, right? 2 weeks is nothing. 2 weeks turned into 4. 4 turned into 8. I was off work almost 6 months. But I didn't feel it financially. My children didn't feel it. My household didn't feel it because I love to save. And going through life is crazy and it's hard. Like this stuff called life and living ain't for the weak. It really ain't, because if you love to shop and love to save, woo, you're cross addicted. I was in some cheese popcorn. So my kids probably thought I was a little bipolar. They probably looking at me like, you yelling at us to save and stack, and you just came in here with 5 bags from Saks. You didn't make it make sense. But it's hard, but it's easy. Cause y'all know I love to shop. I think that's my therapy. That's just what I like to do. But trust and believe, before I go on those shopping excursions, that I've put up some finances. And investing is fun. So for the person, I forgot your name. I'm going to have to go back and look and give you a shout out in this video. Sacrifice to save to invest. That's all I got for this story time. Because, and like, I'm not y'all know how some people are thinkers and then some people are doers. When I asked for these storytime topics, I didn't know y'all was going to ask me for some how-to-dos. Because it's hard for me to tell people what to do, but I can show you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes it's a little hard to do that. But sacrifice to save to invest. And then I think you will have a successful financial freedom lifestyle. And it ain't always easy, because I remember one time, y'all, my savings was so plush, then boom, something major happened, and the amount that I needed for that event was almost the exact amount I had in my savings. Back down to 0. But then I asked myself, why cry about it? That's what you was saving for, right? Rainy days, and now it's storming. So, have I made any mistakes financially? Lots. But I've never made that same mistake twice. I remember the first time my bank account was overdraft, I about had a conniption. The first time it was nothing to me, because I knew nothing about it. What that mean? Okay, and I went over y'all. I owe y'all a couple dollars. I bring y'all a little $3. But I know the longer it goes, the more it goes up, right? I never let that happen again. Never. So, and in this day and age, hell, I don't know if you need cash or credit. Which one? It's best to try to have both. I don't know. I've never really researched or got in that topic that deep to even know which one is more important or anything like that. So yeah, that's all I got for this story time, y'all. I'm gonna go on head on up in here and upload and see what they got going on. I don't have my vlog stick, so it looks pretty quiet. All the cars are parked lined up. P door is open in her car and she didn't close it all the way. Maybe I can get, let me see what their schedule is and maybe I can get a prank out the way before I leave. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. I'm gonna call y'all back.